What's up, guys? Here with you at FC Wonderkid. Here with my guy, Fredson. How are you?
I'm doing better than you. I'm looking at this Group H. Group H looks tough. It looks tough.
It looks tough, but we will have to go bold in this World Cup. And what a group to start with Uruguay, Ghana, and South Korea. South Korea with Son! Underrated team, hard to beat. But yes, I'm dying to know your thoughts about Portugal in this group if it's that hard, man.
Well, you're looking at the depth of a lot of these rosters. You're also looking at the star power of some of these rosters. And it all really comes down to whether or not Son is 100% healthy. That is the biggest thing here. We all hope it's true because I don't think South Korea has a shot to get out of this group if he's not. And then you have Ghana. And Ghana is a wild card. Why? Because they called in the mercenaries. They called in the Ghanaian nationals. They've got Tariq Lamptey. They've got Inaki Williams. They've got some guys that have yet to really take hold with Ghana. So, no, would Portugal be worried about either of them?
We have to beat
them.
them.
But Uruguay.
We got history. We got, like I said with Serbia, Uruguay's the same thing in that World Cup.
Yeah.
And I really believe that it's going to be redemption time for this team. Cristiano Ronaldo knows what he's got to do to Uruguay. He knows what he's got to do. Since Cavani went bold against us last time, man.
Yep.
That was embarrassing. But I got to say, Uruguay does have Ugarte that knows us pretty well. Does have Coach that knows us pretty well.
Yeah.
But we have to exploit, man. We have to exploit. And, yeah, we got to do it.
That's for sure. And there's no guarantee Ugarte gets the start, although we want him to.
Yes,
but
yes. But starts with center backs, though. There's no like Ronaldo Araújo is out.
Right.
Jimenez is Jimenez is good. Like, it's hard.
That's true.
Like,
and it's an aging strike force. It's either going to have to come down to Darwin or Cavani and Suarez are going to have to turn back time, as they're probably capable of doing, but they're going to have to turn back time if Darwin can't get it done.
True.
So,
and Arrascaeta providing. Arrascaeta providing. And I have to give a shout out to Matias Oliveira, okay? He won't be my left back, okay? But he is balling out, Matias Oliveira, at Napoli, playing very, very well. And that's one of the players that I'm most scared of, okay, with Uruguay.
Sure.
Valverde, Matias Oliveira, Suarez or Cavani off the bench, Darwin, of course.
Yep.
Like, they've got elite options, Uruguay.
Oliveira is one of those that it's all 22, baby. It's all 2022. I mean, he got his first cap for Uruguay earlier this year. Before that, he was trolling around at Getafe, who's perennially, they still stay in La Liga, but they're perennially one of the worst in La Liga.
But they make good calls.
And they've had okay defenses over the year, but Matias Oliveira then came in and made the leap to Napoli, and he's one of those guys that I don't think anyone was expecting him to take over that left back for himself at Napoli, and let alone he's going to displace probably Matias Vinha for Uruguay at left back. So I am excited to see the battles there. But obviously, if Portugal finishes second, is it the worst thing in the world?
It is, because we go against Brazil, and we really don't want to go against this Brazil team. But I'm sure Brazil doesn't want to go against us too. Okay, no. I'll be honest. But it would be a hard game, and Serbia would be better because we got history just like Uruguay. Yep. It'd be perfect for the Portuguese national team to beat Uruguay first and then beat Serbia next, because mentally they destroy us and we have to destroy them if we want to win the World Cup. I gotta go bold with this, man. Ronaldo, now's the time. At 37, if he does an unbelievable World Cup, like no one can discuss if he wins the World Cup.
But listen, there are some Uruguayan pundits out there filming a podcast right now that are saying the exact same thing about
Uruguay?
Suarez and about Cavani, saying this
We're
is
the five Champions League.
And Coates and a lot of these guys.
League.
This is their last one. Yeah, no, I'm with you. But Uruguay, you look at this, and with the glow up that Valverde's had, right? And it was never really a big leap for Federico Valverde to go from, kind of world class to basically consistently world class now. Definitely world class. But here we are. He is entering into this as possibly one of the most watched midfielders in the entire World Cup. because of what he has been doing for Real Madrid this season. So it's that, I believe, is the X factor for Uruguay as to whether or not they can go from being a really interesting roster on paper to a dark horse.
Okay.
A dark horse to go far. I'm not going to go as far as saying, they can win this
Look,
thing, but,
if they get second and they do the job of eliminating Brazil,
Yeah.
okay, I love you guys, Uruguay. You did what you got to do. But if you mess with us, I ain't loving, I'll be honest. But it's true. Valverde is the star of the show. And that too, he's at Real Madrid. He's already in the top of the world.
Yep.
Champions League assist. And Valverde right now will want to have a huge impact too for the national team in the World Cup.
No.
But we're ahead. We're ahead. So what are
I'm
your
with you.
predictions?
I'm
What are
with
your
you.
predictions for this group, man? You're getting me scared.
That's my job. My job is to just kind of mosh things around a little bit. No, and when all is said and done, I've got Portugal at the top.
Vamos.
I do. I have Portugal at the top because, Uruguay, as much as I want to believe that they can take the step up, their qualifying campaign was horrendous.
Fuck. Well, ours too.
I mean, they got over. Well, that is true. Yeah, okay. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. And CONMEBOL
But the depth.
CONMEBOL is kind of an infuriating qualifying process. You have to go home and away against Brazil, home and away against Argentina. Anyway, long story short, Portugal 1, Uruguay 2, South Korea 3, Ghana 4. I think this is a Nottingham Forest type of situation for me, for Ghana. Ghana will go the way of Thomas Partey.
A lot of new players.
He will get a lot of new players. You got it. Yep. A little turnover here. Now, whether or not they all start, I don't know. But looking at their best 11, it is kind of, you got to hope that they come together and they can deliver something. Ghana, we know, is always generally tough in the World Cup, though. I mean, you've played Ghana before. I know the States. We have played Ghana before, sometimes winning, sometimes losing. John Brooks' header. Oh, he's not here in the 87th minute. But when it comes down to it, Ghana's going to be tough. South Korea is going to be tough. Anyone that thinks any of these Asian teams are just going to be like, here, we'll finish 4th place for you. They're wrong.
No, that's true.
They're wrong. South Korea's done it before.
And Japan, too.
Japan's done it before. I mean, they are the perennial upsetters. That's not a word. But they are very good at what they do. With that said, someone's got to finish 3rd. Someone's got to finish 4th. I've got South Korea 3rd, and I've got Ghana 4th.
I'm going to agree with you. So
Okay.
I think I'll be different. So I'll say Portugal first. I'll say Uruguay second. Okay, gonna face Brazil for us. I'm gonna say third Ghana. Ghana. Okay, I'm gonna believe in the African team. And 4th, South Korea. Let's see if Son is really fully fit. And yeah, he's gotta carry South Korea if that's the case. But we can get to the best lineups, okay? And it's so unfortunate. I'm gonna go back to it. No Gnat. No possibility of Gnat Such being in the best lineup for us, man. Embarrassing in my opinion, okay?
Yeah.
Every time I see that roster, I think about that. I think, why is William? It's just sad. But going with it, the best lineups, man. Well, let's go with it. What's your choices?
Okay. All right. You want me to just go down the list, or you want to go goalkeeper for goalkeeper right now?
Yeah. We could go goalkeeper, and then we just say
Well,
the
you're not going to
teams.
like my goalkeeper.
What? No.
I mean, this guy's been around a long time.
No, you're joking. You don't have.
This guy's
the best goalkeeper in Group H is who, Breton?
The best goalkeeper in Group H is Fernando Muslera.
Oh my days, man.
Yeah.
Oh my days. That's
come
not
on.
true.
He's a vet.
That's not true.
He's a vet, buddy. He's done pretty
Diogo
damn well.
Costa.
We have not seen Diogo Costa. Okay, yes, he's done it in the group stages of the Champions League. Okay, Muslera has been there. He's been at the international tournaments. I think this is his time to shine. This is an aging crew that is going to be phased out after. It's put up or shut up for Fernando Muslera. So while I understand everything behind Diogo Costa being the guy, I think Muslera is going to play a role for Uruguay in this, and a big one.
I just hope Diogo Costa has more clean sheets at the end of it than Muslera. That's what I hope. And I honestly think that will be the case. People can come back to this video after and say, we were wrong. But again, Diogo Costa is my choice, and I really believe Diogo Costa can be the best goalkeeper in this World Cup and guarantee him a move. Guarantee him a move for 75 million to any European giant. If Kepa went, Costa should definitely go to for that price.
Okay. Well, I mean, I had a feeling you were going to say that. All right, so my defense. Here we go.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll start with my left back because you're not going to be happy with it
Oh,
either.
my gosh, Breton.
I have watched a lot of Matias Oliveira this season. And I don't know. I mean, there's only one team right now. That is tops of Serie A and top of their Champions League group stage.
Not unbeaten anymore.
Not unbeaten anymore, though. Yeah, what was that? No. No, Napoli has been the revelation of the season so far. Matias Oliveira, Min Jae Kim, who we're going to mention in a little bit, I'm sure. There's a lot of players that have really just taken that massive step up, some of who we won't see there. Shout out to Victor Osimhen. Shout out to Kavica Kvaratskhelia, who won't be there. But what it comes down to is I had a feeling you were going to pick Nuno Mendes.
Of course.
But
he's the best left back.
Yeah, but Oliveira, I mean, he could be the best left back in Group H when all is said and done. In the group stages, I believe.
Hey, but Nunes, come on, man. Go bold and show to the world that you are that top 5 left back. As you can assume, it's Nunes, my left back. Two different choices already, Breton.
It is. And Oliveira, what I love about him is they're going to need him to be the bruiser that he is if they're going to take down Portugal.
Against Cancelo. Against Cancelo. That's going to be very hard. Cancelo and Bernard Silva on that right side.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task. It's going to be a tough task.
We're going to beat him. We're going to have to beat him. But, okay, with the defense, so you said Min Jae Kim.
Yep.
We both have Min Jae Kim, right?
Yep. We have Min Jae Kim, and that is just first off, it's a wonderful story because you don't often get, South Korean center back
and
moving
of
and
Koulibaly.
a replacement of Kalidou Koulibaly, of all people, who obviously had pretty much godlike status at Napoli, and I don't know what that makes him now at Chelsea. It ain't a god.
Yeah.
But he's fallible now, right?
True.
He's whatever. He's Achilles. But what it comes down to with this is the narrative is maybe even better than the player as it stands. But Min Jae Kim has done literally nothing wrong for Napoli, and he's going to have to do nothing wrong if South Korea is going to get any points out of this. But I do think he'll do everything he can. So Min Jae Kim is my first center back. My second center back, I'm going to have to go with Ruben Diaz. I'm going to have to go with Ruben Diaz.
Oh my gosh. Ruben Diaz is for sure next to Min Jae Kim, the best center backs in this Group H, man. Okay, we agree with Ruben. Love it. And with right back, come on. We have to agree with Joe Cancelo, no?
We do. We have to
Tariq Lamptey already?
No.
I'm joking.
I don't even think he's gotten to that. Everyone seems to love Tariq Lamptey, but I don't think he's gotten to that level for Brighton yet either.
He's speedy.
He's got all the right tools to potentially grow into a very phenomenal right back, but he is not there yet. So, who's got it all?
But great defense already. Defense already in this Group H, man.
This is probably one of the best collection of defenses in the whole World Cup, easily.
It could be, definitely. But Joe Costa said it was Muslera.
I know. Muslera, you got to give him some credit, man. The guy's been around for a while. He's a legend at Galatasaray.
It's like Ochoa type beat with Mexico, like phenomenal keepers.
Well, Memo Ochoa turns into the blend of the 5 best goalkeepers on the planet when he plays at the World Cup. So.
And Sommer for Switzerland too. Yeah. Shout out to those 3 keepers, man. So midfield now. We gotta have Valverde.
Yeah, he is in there for me. He is in there. So my midfield, I'll go. It's
4-3-3.
I am going 4-3-3.
Okay.
That's correct. No. Yes, I am going 4-3-3. Oh. I'm going Thomas Partey.
Ooh,
Ghana.
Okay.
Okay, he's actually my only Ghanaian selection. So I'm going Thomas Partey.
I'm with you.
I'm going Federico Valverde, and then I'm going Bruno.
We've got the same midfield. We've got the same midfield right here. Wow. Thomas Partey, for sure the best CDM. Okay, he's ahead of William. He's ahead of Daniel. He's ahead of Ruben, in my opinion. And, Valverde, no discussion. And Bruno, not Fernandes, man, okay? Yeah. He has to be Bruno Fernandes in this World Cup, man. Going bold, okay? And Ronaldo needs him. Ronaldo needs him more than ever. And if he doesn't perform, Otavio or João Felix just comes in for him. So... Yeah. Those are good options. So I agree. Same exact midfield.
Yeah, and there are... man, do I want to see Ugarte do really well for Uruguay.
Bentancur too.
Yes.
He can be a shout.
And we're not putting in here because of the depth, because of maybe the need to put in one Ghanaian player. We're not putting in here Vitinha. And I had said previously when we talked about Portugal, I do think Vitinha is primed and ready to have one of the biggest World Cups out of any of the midfielders, newer midfielders at this or in Qatar. So it's weird to not put him in the best 11, but that's what happens when you have some pretty good star power on other teams that play in the exact same position.
He'll be in the best 11 of the next World Cup, definitely, instead of Bruno Fernandes. That might be the case because Valverde. He's just getting started too, man.
Yeah, he is.
It's Vitinha and Valverde in the future if it was like that, man. So, front trio. What are your options here?
Okay, front trio. I mean, just like it was with Sadio Mane with Senegal, it all comes down to whether or not Son is 100% healthy and can go. If he is, I got to put him at left wing. Okay, I got to put him at left wing. Do I think that he is 100% healthy? I'm not sure. I'm also not a doctor, so yeah. But if he's not there, you got to go with Rafa. Yeah. But I'm going Son. I'm going striker. He's gonna hate me for this.
Oh no, you're joking.
Darwin Núñez has to go bold for Uruguay if they want anything out of this tournament. Listen, Ronaldo's been there before. We all know what we're gonna get from Ronaldo. But frankly, if you look at the goal count. This season with the form coming in, Darwin Núñez has, but this is not Ronaldo from 2018. This is not Ronaldo from 2014. This is not Ronaldo from 2010. It's not Ronaldo from 2006. I think that was his first one, right? Did I count back properly?
2004 he was there. Yeah.
I'm just saying this is not the Ronaldo of old. Do I think he could score 4 goals in matches total from 4 years ago?
Yeah, man. You're not going to put Ronaldo as striker in your best 11, Breton. You're good.
I don't know. I think I haven't given enough credit to Darwin Núñez. A lot of people are painting him as a flop. I know there is
No.
Well, there are
There's people saying that because, in my opinion, they don't know.
I believe there's also a TikTok of me that rips into him as being overpriced, which is still true.
Man, for a striker. Not every player's like Benjamin Sesko type beat for a good price.
They're gonna go after him too. No, but I think Darwin is primed. I think he has support in this Uruguayan squad. He has support.
He has experience backing him too.
And you already mentioned a couple of the players. One of them has not left and gone to Europe, and I'm going to screw up his last name. De Arrascaeta. I mean, he's one of those players that you look at every year and you go, who's going in for him? Who's going to get him over in Europe? Why have they not gone for him? And it could be he just plays his best ball in South America.
Yep.
And I'm excited to see whether or not that link up. I also like seeing guys like Facundo Torres in there. I don't know why Palistri, who has, I believe, 60 minutes total this season for United's U21s. And he's on the roster. Nothing against Palistri.
I hope he goes bold to justify that.
Yeah, because he needs to get the hell out of United. Okay, and I didn't mean to break things up.
No
but
worries.
Darwin Núñez, I went deep into the depth of Uruguay's squad when there are players that are ready to set up Darwin Núñez. I know what I'm doing here. I know some people are going to say I'm going too bold just to be bold. But we all do have to look at it and say if Uruguay is going to do something, it's going to come on the shoulders of Darwin and Valverde.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that. But I partially agree with a lot you said. I still think Cavani and Suarez will have a role, a big role for Uruguay. Maybe a bigger role than Darwin.
Okay.
Maybe a bigger role. So I'll say Son, I agree with that. Yeah. Rafael Leão and Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Because, come on, Ronaldo. Prove that I'm right here, man. And score mad goals in this World Cup. We need you. We definitely need him. He's hope. He's hope for us.
He is.
And for Fernando Santos, definitely.
I'm just, my thesis here is that I want to see Portugal mature without Ronaldo's absolute necessity to go bold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel
so that's why, on my right side, because I didn't get to finish, it's Bernardo Silva.
So
I've got Son, Ronaldo.
Sorry.
Son. You're gaslighting me. I've got Son, I've got Darwin, and I've got Bernardo Silva.
Nice.
That's my
Good on you.
Because I do believe it's got to be Bernardo Silva. Would you say that Bernardo Silva has he's not as good for Portugal as he is for Manchester City? Is that
He's
correct?
different. I agree. He's different. And I feel like at Portugal, we should put him more in the midfield role. Okay. He likes to drop to that midfield. Yeah. And Fernando Santos tends to give him the responsibility to do what you got to do. Okay. And honestly, that's what he's got to do with Cancelo there. Yeah. So in the late games, I've seen a better Bernardo. But yeah, there's always that out of touch. he's better at City type thought in my head.
No more. I think this will be the tournament that he
has to. He's getting if he wants to move out from City to a Real Madrid or Barca, he's got to prove big time to prove that he's worth the big bucks.
Sure.
Like the Coutinho move.
Yeah.
So our lineups, I go with Diogo Costa, Nuno Mendes, Min-Jae Kim, Ruben Dias, Cancelo. Then my midfield, Valverde, Partey, Bruno Fernandes, and the 3 attack, Ronaldo, Rafa Leão, and Son.
I don't know how he's memorizing this. I have to look down. That's impressive. All right. Well, my goalkeeper is Muslera. My defense from left to right is Oliveira, Min-Jae Kim, Diaz, and Cancelo. My midfield is Partey, Valverde, and Bruno. My front three is Son, Darwin Núñez, and Bernardo Silva. I do want to throw a quick shout out in there because it's pretty interesting, right? Inaki Williams was called up. Inaki Williams is La Liga Ironman, okay? Called up for Ghana. He takes the call, okay? Obviously, Spain didn't come calling, so Inaki Williams goes for Ghana. The funny thing is his brother, his younger brother Nico, 21, was also just called up. And he was called up for Spain. That is interesting, is it not? Because Inaki Williams, if you look at his goal-scoring record for Athletic Bilbao, it is impressive.
True.
For the amount of games he's played in a row, for the Ironman status. I would not be surprised if you see a couple Inaki Williams goals when all is said and done. It's just who you want him against. I mean, there will be, inevitably, a large upset in this group. And we are not bold enough to call it. I understand why you don't want to on your side. I can't see my way to it, but there will be. There's enough quality in Ghana and South Korea that this could look like a topsy-turvy group.
Oh, man. Brenton's calling it. But you tell us, people. Tell us your choice for predictions of who's going to go through in this Group H. And tell us the best lineup in your opinion, okay? Does it have Min-Jae Kim? Does it have Darwin or Cristiano? Tell us in the comment section below. Thank you for listening to us until now. And thank you for going bold, community.